2-year-old Colton Ortiz was facing charges of manslaughter, aggravated assault, and DUI. But now the Pima County Attorney's Office says those charges have been dropped. As we showed you live last Friday night, we were on the scene near Ruth Roff Road and Kane Avenue, not far from I-10, where they found 11-month-old Miracle May in critical condition after being hit by a pickup while being pushed in her stroller. Sadly, she later died at the hospital.
13 News reporter Alex Valdez has been tracking the latest developments. And Alex, the main question is, why were these charges dropped against Ortiz?
Well, earlier this afternoon, the county attorney's office told 13 News that, quote, new evidence has come to light that required these charges to be immediately dismissed. Further investigation is now underway on the newly discovered evidence, but they did not disclose what that new evidence is. This evening, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos told me the department is currently waiting on lab results from a blood test that Ortiz taken that night. One criminal attorney told me, who we also want to note has no relation in this case, tells me that this is a common procedure in these types of cases.
I've seen other DUI related cases, not necessarily with a fatality, but I have seen cases they dismiss them pending blood test results, and then it comes back like a year later, and then we're dealing with the charges then because now they have the blood alcohol concentration.
Amanda Bynum, an attorney and owner of AJB law firm LLC, says each case is different, but says she has seen charges dropped and refiled many times. Also something Sheriff Nano says is possible in this case.
Many times the county attorney's office chooses to dismiss that case pre-indictment before going to the grand jury because they're waiting for the blood test results in order to determine what's at play. Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? And to what level?
Which is a process Bynum says can take months.
If there's drugs at play, for example, and not just alcohol, that testing takes even longer. Some of the labs here in town can't do all of the different testing, and they end up sending it out to I've seen cases go to the DPS lab in Phoenix. I've seen it go to an independent lab.
However, Bynum says this is common.
It does happen a lot in these kinds of cases just because of the nature of the type of evidence that we're talking about, both the blood, but also accident reconstruction.
This isn't necessarily a negative. Bynum says everyone benefits from having all the evidence in place.
If the county attorney's office, for example, charges a case immediately and they're waiting 3-4 months for the toxicology result, then, that can put the defense attorney in a better bargaining position, right? Because their client asserts their speedy trial rights and the county attorney's office went forward without all the evidence they needed. And that's not good for, victims of crimes, and that's not good for due process.
And again, charges could be refiled. We have reached out to the Pima County's attorney's office for more clarification on why these charges were dropped. But since the case is still pending, they aren't able to comment at this time. We'll, of course, keep following this for you and bring you the latest both here on air and online. Reporting live in studio, Alex Valdez, 13 News.